My name is Mark, and in this video I'm going to carry on my look at the armies of Konflikt'47, and I'm going to look at the M3A2 Pondskater Scout Walker for the American faction for Konflikt'47. Now this isn't a new model, it's an old model that's been out for a while, but I managed to get it at a really good price. I think it was like £21, something like that, from Merlin Miniatures. So let's have a quick look. So we'll look on the back, and we get M3A2's Pondskater Scout Walker contains one multi-part metal and plastic, multi-part metal and resin Pondskater Scout Walker model, one United States vehicle decal sheet, assembly guide, and a plastic base. Includes options for a light anti-tank weapon and a heavy machine guns. Right, okay, and it's supplied unassembled and unpainted as per usual. Okay, so let's just quickly get it open. I can do this without actually right, okay, got the cellophane off. Let's look what we get. Now, it comes in a blister pack inside of the box, so much like a lot of the other assemblies, we get the blister pack, we get our instructions, and we get an empty box. So this basically tells us about Warlord Games, mail order, and what have you, and how to treat your resin kits, you know, washing them and assembling them with superglue. Then we have our instruction sheet, which has got the blurb on it about the Pondskater, and then we are some assembly guide, which doesn't seem that difficult, to be honest. None of the mechs have been really difficult. So let's have a look what we get. So I'm going to pull this back so I can actually open it, so I don't get everything popping everywhere. And a bit like most of the blister packs from Warlord Games, you need to spend years in a Tibetan monastery learning how to open them, because they're so finicky to actually open. Okay, so we get our plastic base. We get, this has been packed by Roxana. Thank you very much, Roxana. We get our decal sheet, which is the new decal sheet. Then we get our metal gubbins, which is quite a lot of metal gubbins, and our resin bond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out, I'm going to put it all down, we can have a look at bit by bit, and I'll assemble it, and we'll have a look what it looks like assembled. So should just be a moment. Okay, right, so that's all the parts out. As you can see, there's quite a lot of metal pieces in this. There's only 3 resin pieces. Like all resin kits, and especially those like the hybrid between plastic and resin, or plastic and metal, resin and metal, you're going to need to actually use super glue rather than a normal kit glue, because it won't work otherwise. You won't be able to assemble it. So let's have a quick look what we get. So we get our resin body, which looks pretty flawless. Doesn't seem to be any issues with the body at all, apart from maybe a couple of little nugs there at the front that need sanding down a little bit where the resins come off the gate. Then we get our left and right legs, which have the little points here at the back that need to be cut down, because that's where the resin's come out. The resin's been poured, and as you can see, this one's a bit more prominent. There's a little lug there that needs to be sanded down. That's the resin components. Then we get the 2 heads for the crew. Now obviously you don't need to use these heads. I can use them, any of the bits of head, any of the heads that I've got in my collection of American stuff. I've got loads and loads of spare heads. We've got the cupola on the top, the safety cage. We've got the machine guns, the heavy machine guns, the aircraft guns, and then we've got the kneecaps for the actual vehicle itself. We've got the heavy weapon, which which looks like a bazooka, but I'm not sure. I think it's meant to be an anti-tank gun. I'm not sure. And then we've got another smaller machine gun here, which is a light machine gun. And then we've got these little pieces here, which I'm not sure where they fit on without looking at the instructions. And then we've also got the two bodies for the guys, and there's a cupola for the gun itself and a cupola for the big gun. Right, so that's a quick look at the model. I'm going to clean it up and get it assembled, and then we'll see how it looks once it's been assembled. So I shall be right back. Welcome back. So that's the Pondskater completely assembled. There's no real issues at all on the actual model itself. So I decided to go with the recoilless rifle that's on the top. I think it's a recoilless rifle. Yeah, it's a recoilless rifle. I decided to go for that because it looks better. The instructions are a bit naff. The instructions don't really show you where parts go properly, because it's an expanded view, but it's not a very good expanded view. That's my only criticism of the entire kit. Other than that, it goes together like a dream. So let's have a quick look at it in profile. As you can see, quite a nice looking kit. I've wanted this one since I very first saw it, but obviously this is my first chance of actually getting one. I've now got, I think, about 9 walkers for my Americans, but this is the one that I wanted right from the off, because I think it looks really cool. I've no idea how good it plays in the game, but we'll see. And as you can see, it's quite a nice detailed kit. There's a lot of detail on the resin. Now, like all of the kits at the moment with Konflikt'47, they're very slowly, well, I say very slowly, quite fast actually, they're being replaced by Warlord in plastic. So we're going to have a full plastic version of this with the extra options. Now, I've still got the optional parts. I've still got the machine guns and the light machine gun, plus the cupolas that they go into. I can use those on other kits. I can use them on the one to like a Luca or something like that. We don't know. So those are spare optional parts. We can always use them for something. Other thing I need to do is put some stuff on the base, and then as it's going in the couple, just slightly raised. But overall, that brilliant. Nice kit, goes together really well, and I was very glad that I got it for quite a good price as well. So that's my quick look at this awesome wee kit, the M3A2 Pondskater Scout Walker, for the American faction in Konflikt'47. Right? So hopefully catch you guys again soon. Thank you for staying to the end. No matter where you are in the world, folks, stay safe, look after yourselves, and we'll hopefully catch you soon. Take care. Bye.